Hello everyone, my name is Alvin Wijaya, and today I'm going to present my final year project entitled Nanotechnology in Drug Delivery Systems. In this project, I'm focusing on the cancer therapeutics. And in this project, it mainly talks about how to utilize the nanotechnology to develop new ways to prevent and cure cancer. So let us start our presentation today by defining the term nanotechnology itself. What is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is a field of study of interactions of incredibly small molecular and cellular fragments of engineered materials. It is a multidisciplinary field which covers biology, physics, chemistry, quantum mechanics, and engineering as well. It is one of the most popular research areas that attracts scientists' attention from all over the world. And lastly, obviously, therapeutics industry is one of the most prominent target area that the research studies in this field are looking for, especially the cancer therapeutics industry. Why cancer? So, we all know that cancer is one of the most lethal diseases in this world. It has been a very serious issue worldwide, and almost all countries experience it. There's always a huge amount of cancer cases and deaths every year in almost all countries in the world. That's why researchers and scientists have been continuously experimenting and conducting research studies on this area to invent the new nanomedicines, the new anti-cancer drugs, as well as developing the nanomaterials for delivery systems, which how to deliver the anti-cancer drugs itself. So let us now take a look at this graph. It shows the trends in death rates caused by cancer in recorded since 1930 to 2012. The most important part of this graph is you can see that there's a major decline of the number of the cases, the amount of the cancer cases, death cases, since 1990. So it shows that ever since 1990, ever since year 1990, the industry successfully reduced the amount of cancer death cases, which is a great thing. But unfortunately, in the statistic here, it shows the estimated new cancer cases in 2016 in the USA, according to American Cancer Society. We can still see that it is still a great deal of amount of cancer cases predicted. It's based on the recorded trend in the United States. It's still a very huge amount of cases, if you can see. So it's still considered as a drawback of the industry. So that's why we introduced the importance of the study. Why is it important to have such a project for the cancer therapeutics industry? So first things first, as we have seen in the previous slides, there's a huge amount of new cancer cases and deaths every year, and that's a major drawback which we can still improve, which we have to find the solutions. And secondly, there are evidences that the present cancer therapeutics cannot work properly or cannot yield meaningful outcomes. They even yield unexpected damages on the patient's body, which is way worse. And lastly, to conclude, the present therapeutics advancements has been considered a failure because the number of the cancer cases is still considered as high. That's why a new research studies on this field is needed, is very much needed. So it's time to introduce the objectives of this project. So the first things first, it was to investigate, to identify, and to analyze the problems of the present therapeutics, which caused them to work improperly or ineffectively. And secondly, it was to determine the best nanomaterials, the best choices of nanomaterials to build up the drugs and the delivery system itself. And lastly, I personally hope that this project can be a future reference for the future researchers who wants to conduct the same or the research studies in the same field. I hope that the obtained experimental results can be their empirical knowledge for their future research. And this is the reference list of my introduction part, and this marks the end of my presentation today. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time.